Hi, it's Sheree here and just talking today a little bit about chest. So most things with your arms wide apart will cause you to work these pectorals and the front of the shoulders, the deltoids as well. And so by having those arms wide apart, so if you're going to do a push-up, for example, you can actually work quite hard with your arms wide, and then from here, so either knees or toes, you don't need to be up on your toes, but with the wider arms, you're doing a whole lot more work into the chest rather than having your hands narrow and back here. So basically, we can start in the push-up position, then we can come down and we can just hold here halfway there, and I'll tell you what, I can feel my chest muscles working exponentially hard, really hard, and then push up. So that's one way you can be working that chest. Some other ways is with a pair of sliders, or if you didn't have sliders, you can do this just with your normal hands. So I'm on carpet here, and my sliders, that slippery bit, will slide around on the carpet here. So I'm just gonna hold out, making sure I don't arch my back. I'm just gonna take one arm around in a big circle. The other thing I can do here is take one arm out to the side into a push-up position, bring it back in. But of course, if you don't have the sliders, you could still do the same thing here, Take one arm out, back in, one arm out, back in. I love flies. Flies work you quite hard. Just gonna grab a weight in each side. So, oops, banged my head on my kettlebell. So arms up here, and we're just taking these out to the side. I'll have to move myself around a bit further and bring them back up. Again, I can feel the front of my shoulders, not just my shoulders, but my arms as well. And you put quite a big weight in these arms, you'll feel it quite intensely. So bring these out to the side and back up again. Lovely. Okay, the other thing I really love for chest is when you grab, so you can use a barbell for this and be holding a bar straight across, one arm there, and making sure that your elbows stay out to the side. If you're on a high rise, you don't want your elbows to come way back down under load. If you are on a step of some kind and every time you come down, you let your elbow go too far down, you're going to really strain and stress and overload the front of these shoulders. So you only want your elbow to come around the same height as your shoulder. But I'm just going to take, so that's a good thing about lying on the floor. You can't overextend then, you're kind of stuck because you've got the floor to stop you. So the other thing I love, kettlebells, making sure you don't bend your wrist all the way back. Got to be careful of that wrist. You want to keep that wrist straight. So from here, bringing it out to the side and bring it up. So you may be somebody that's not very strong in the chest or shoulders yet, so feel free to bring these elbows in a bit further. But if you really want to get the effect into those chest muscles, then nice wide arms. The other thing you can be doing is you can alternate one arm, the other arm. And the other thing you can do, which actually helps to work your core at the same time, because this core has to stop you from rolling over to one side, is just do one arm. And if you've got quite a big weight there, you'll feel this whole area through this core working quite hard. So one arm, oops, pop that one there, and the other arm. Woohoo, feels good. So that is some simple things that you can be doing for your chest, and maybe the next time you go for your mammogram, the lady behind the thing will go, oh my gosh, look at those chest muscles, because that's happened to me before. It was quite funny. I thought there was something wrong with my mammogram. She's meant to be looking at my breasts, but she was actually looking at the muscles behind the breast going, what do you do to get such a strong chest? Simple things like these. So play around with it, have fun with it as usual. Strength training should be with good form, but don't make it a serious thing. Make it a fun part of your life. Get together with a friend and both of you become the strongest versions that you can be. Have fun. Bye.